For those who don't know, Rhode Island and Boston accent are very different because Rhode Island, it's just very random words that for some reason just has
I don't think we care too much to speak.
No, we don't care. We don't care that much.
We don't care that much.
From Maine's cold coast to Connecticut pride, Vermont's green hills, take it all in stride. Massachusetts traffic, we grip and we grind with a Dunkin' iced coffee and no peace of mind. So New England stands up proud. Chowder thick, we shout it loud. From Fenway Chance to Rhode Island Tide, New Hampshire's cry, live free or die. So New England with Ian Brownhill.
Good friggin' morning from New England, folks. Welcome back to episode 9 of our Business Spotlights, where we search high and low to get the very, very best businesses and their owners here in the beautiful New England region. You guys know me. I'm Ian. I'm joined by my co-host, RJ, as always, and Vinny Chens with that handsome face behind the lens, making sure that everything I say wrong does not make the final cut. It smells nice in here, and I think it's for a reason.
It's not me.
RJ, please tell us who our wonderful Business Spotlight guest is today.
This one we went super far for. One of Little Rhodey's greatest success stories is here, and we cannot wait to show her off. Bringing the importance to glam and skincare, this 4-time award-winning business owner knows a thing or two about maintaining oneself. Because after all, if numero uno isn't taken care of, how else does one survive and do what they do best? Representing herself and her amazing business, we welcome owner of Herbs and Mylk, the amazing Jeanette Mollis.
I want that for every room I enter.
We can make that happen. We can make that happen. We'll use nice,
When I wake
something
up,
natural and organic to create a little bit of room smoke, and you just walk in every day.
Out of my bedroom, fresh out of bed.
Organic fireworks.
I love that.
Do you always go by Jeanette, just like your full name, or do you have like a little nickname? Do you go by Jay?
J Money.
When I was younger, I was Jay.
Okay.
People called me Jay.
Do we like the J name? Can we call you Jay today?
That's like my hood name.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Well, we are in Providence after all.
It's usually Jeanette. Yeah.
All right, so we'll
or
go
I
by-
get like milk and honey. People will be like, "Are you milk and honey?" And I'm like, "No."
No, I am flesh and blood, just like you, actually. Thank you for asking. Herbs and Mylk. Where did this come from? What a cute little name.
Isn't it adorable?
I'd love to hear the story, as I'm sure all of our listeners would.
People are like, "Why milk with a Y?"
Yes.
I truthfully have no reasoning why.
By the way, thank you for pointing that out. Just noticed that it's a Y.
Are you serious?
I am very illiterate, so do not be. This is why I'm a content creator. So,
Unbelievable.
Herbs and Mylk.
Yeah. Herbs and Mylk.
How did it start? Where'd the name come from? I'd love to hear it all.
The name was born in my kitchen. The story is definitely bittersweet, as you know, our guy Mikey. Prior to Herbs and Mylk, I worked at Women and Infants, which is our local baby hospital here in Rhode Island. And I thought, I'd retire there, have a nice little career, and that'll be it. My husband and I tried for a while to get pregnant, told it was going to be nearly impossible due to my health reasons. And we were told to try IVF, which we did. That failed. And then by the grace of God, I got pregnant a month later, naturally. And I gave birth to Mikey. And at a week old, we found out he was born without an immune system, and which is SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency, and it's 1 in a million. The crazy thing is I performed these tests on babies every morning, the newborn screening that picked up his disease. So that was my job at Women and Infants. And when the doctor called me to give me the news, I fell to my knees, like devastated, because babies born with what he was born with don't make it past a year old if they're not transplanted healthfully. So his doctors took my husband and I out of work for the first 2 years of his life, and we were in search for a bone marrow donor. We found one when he was 6 months old. It took us 6 months to find this donor. She was the only match in the entire world from Germany. And because not only was he 1 in a million, but the type of SCID that he was born with, there was only 2 other babies in the world in China who had it, and he had a certain broken protein that none of them had. So as soon as we found his donor, we were immediately admitted to Boston Children's Hospital because we were in strict isolation at home. It was hospital grade air purifiers, nobody near him. If I took him outside, he was in an actual bubble. Like, have you seen The Bubble Boy, that movie?
I have, yes.
That's what he was born with. So we spent, the majority of our time outside by the water, hiking, but he had to be in a bubble. His feet couldn't even touch the soil. So we had to be extremely sterile. And I went nuts, like crazy. I'm like, nobody's coming near my baby.
Yeah.
God didn't finally give me my baby to take him away from me. Like, it was just not an option. And prior to this, I was always still kind of a germaphobe. Like, people would make fun of me at work and they would tape like pictures of germs to my cart. But fast forward, we were admitted to Boston Children's, where we lived for 4 months, and he received 7 different types of chemotherapy, which ended him up in the ICU. That alone almost killed him. He got VOD, so the chemo attacked his liver, which, thank God, the doctors didn't tell me at that time that could have killed him, because I probably would have lost it. So we lived in a hospital room for 4 months, and finally we were able to get sent home to heal. The transplant started to take, and I was like, we're spending so much fucking money on soap. I'm going to learn how to make it myself. And I was really always conscious of ingredients in our food and our skincare. So I was determined to make the best, healthiest skincare possible for him. And on top of that, the chemo really ruined his skin. He had sores inside, his esophagus, his mouth. He couldn't really eat. And then any acne he got turned into an infection. So I remember the day exactly. I just looked at my husband and we were in the car and I'm like, I'm going to make soap. And he's like, okay. I was like, no, for real, like pull over. I'm going to go to I don't know, Hobby Lobby or something. And I came home with like $400 worth of terrible ingredients. I had no idea what I was doing, like at all. My in-laws came over. Everybody thought I had just had a mental breakdown, truthfully. They were like, what the hell are you doing? But yeah, I was making some stuff, and then my friends and family were like, this is kind of good. You should sell it. You're out of work. And I'm like, okay. So I put up a website and Instagram, and I think because I built such a large community trying to find him a donor, that everybody was eager to support once I started. And that's actually how I met Allie. I knew we met at the Glimmer of Hope last year, and her and I were looking for donors at the same time. So she was looking for Ella and I was looking for Mikey. And but yeah, I just kind of went full force with it, and I was like, I'm going to use this as a vehicle to give back and help other families going through transplant, anybody, with any type of health concern. And that has been my driving force since day one, was how can I use this to give back and lessen the suffering. I just remember being in the hospital room, and Child Life Services would come in every day with gifts for Mikey, and obviously he felt terrible, but it would brighten his day a little bit, and send us gift cards for dinner and whatnot. And I was just like, how can I do this? How can I give back? So yeah, within 6 months, it replaced my full-time income at the hospital. I left because COVID ended up hitting, and we were well prepared by then. And I did every farmer's market I could possibly get into, and took off online with our online store. I was delivering orders door to door all over Rhode Island. I'd be like, Mikey, get in. I'm going to go deliver some soap. And then I did e-commerce and markets for a year and opened our store. And now we've been in business going on 6 years in September. And we've donated thousands a year to Boston Children's. We'd get kids going through transplant during the holidays, gifts. Be the Match, which is the organization that found his donor. Give Kids the World. We also just sent a child on their wish trip last year, which was really cool. Because when Mikey got sent on his, that meant the world to us. You know, it's kind of like, it was a celebration, you know, like we can be out in the world, and you know what I mean? So yeah, this has really become my vehicle, my purpose, to give back, support my family, and that's how we got started.
Well, that's certainly a profound story as to why someone would get into the business that you have.
Yeah, people are like, "Oh, was this a hobby?" I'm like, "Well, you got time." Not quite.
First and foremost, I have to say thank you for being vulnerable and sharing the story in its full capacity and depth. So
yeah.
I don't know that it offers anything, but I've obviously spent time. I've met you at the Glimmer of Hope. I spent time with your son, who's how old now?
7.
7 years old.
Yeah.
I can attest that he is a wonderful, wonderful boy.
Loves
that's
you.
full of
Yeah.
life and joy. And he was so much fun to be around that evening. And I'm disappointed that he didn't get to
he's
make it to
gonna
this
be
one. So Mike, if
so
you're listening, I'm sorry,
mad.
buddy. I wish you were on the couch with your mom.
He's
right
like,
now.
"You're not going to be as funny as him." I'm like, "Whatever, dude." Like, what? How about like, "Good luck, mommy"?
But I absolutely love that. But more importantly, you seem to have such a contagious personality in light of all of the difficulties and hardships that you faced.
Thank you.
And you took something that was your personal experience, and you have now turned it into a purpose.
Yeah.
How did you stay so strong? And how do you continue to keep that aspiration and motivation for your business, as a mom? Where does that come from?
God. God.
Yeah.
My faith. Totally. My faith. And you know, I've been through some shit, and it's like, you got to keep going. You can't lay down and die. Had his path gone differently, I may have laid down and died.
Yeah.
But he didn't. And that's the important part. And all I can take from it is him and I were put here to do something extremely important, and we're going to do it. And my goal is to grow Herbs and Mylk as big as humanly possible so I can help as many as humanly possible. And even if I wasn't able to support my family through Herbs and Mylk, I would still work 100 hours a week just to make sure that this could go somewhere, that I could provide that support and that help for struggling families. Yeah. And
amazing. If you guys don't buy all the soap in her store by tomorrow, I'm going to be pissed.
Thank you. Yes,
All right,
please
so
do.
let's get into the business aspect of this. So where are you located now? You have a storefront now.
Yes, North Kingstown, right on 10 Rod Road in the Lafayette Mills.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what are your store hours like?
Tuesday to Sunday, 11 to 5.
Amazing.
Yes.
And let's talk about all the products. Like, I come in this store, give me like the visual experience. A lot of people listen to the podcast while they're driving. So tell them what to expect. They walk in, what kind of products that you have, like top to bottom. I want to know it all.
Sure. Well, when you walk in at first, it doesn't look like we belong there.
Very attractive opening here.
We're going to be completely honest. Kind of a doctor's office feel. Blue carpets. But we're like a hidden gem. And you know, when I picked this space, I was like, we're going to be that really cool place in the mill. Which is impressive. Like, we've driven a lot of traffic through social media to our shop because we have no signage on the side of the road. You wouldn't know we were there. And the majority of our sales, surprisingly, are in person. People come into the shop and they love it. They walk in. We just newly renovated. So you're greeted by this beautiful
brand new open
table
concept
of soap. Some say it looks like a table of fudge. But yeah, and there's actually a lot of pieces of furniture that mean a lot to me in there. right before I was about to open our store, my grandfather was passing and I was his POA. He had a big part in my raising. And before he died, he was like, you need to open a store. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. A couple of days before he died, I got approved for the store. So his pieces of furniture are in there. Him and my grandmother's 2 beautiful hutches I had refinished, and we, decorate with our soaps and store a lot of our products in. So it's definitely like a very apothecary but modern type feel, like a glamorous apothecary.
Yeah, hashtag modern witch. I love it.
What I mean? Yeah, there's a lot of that feel to it. And we've got our seasonal section. So that's our fun seasonal soaps and scents and perfumes. And then we have our year-round collection, massive soap table in the middle where you can see all the raw pieces of soap that are cut. Off to the side, we have our workshop area. So that's where we make some stuff and customers can go in and see like behind the scenes, some raw materials. We have a perfume bar. It's just really cool. Yeah.
It's so fascinating.
Yeah. And beautiful art everywhere. One of my employees did this, I like to say mural. Mikey again crushed my soul and he's like, that looks nothing like you. Whatever. But she has some really gorgeous art. She painted all the art on our wall. We sell her art. It's really just a beautiful place.
What goes into making soap?
How do you, so much.
Like, where do you source your ingredients from? How long does the process take? What motivates the scents that you work with? Tell me about the worst scent you've ever made and tell me about your current favorite.
Okay. All right. We'll start at the last question. So my current favorite is our Golden Veil. That was supposed to be summer, and our customers were like, if you ever get rid of this, we will hunt you down. So that is added to our year-round collection along with our Santo Vivo, and it's white orris, sandalwood, orange blossom, golden santal, just really beautiful, clean, musky scents. Our Santo Vivo is Palo Santo, lavender, eucalyptus, sweet orange. So that's another year-round scent. And what inspires me to create different scents for the products is definitely the seasons. That's why I love living in Rhode Island so much, New England so much. It's just, I'm constantly inspired by the seasons. So, and our business thrives seasonally. Everybody gets so excited when our seasonal collections drop. They're like, yes, summer, yes, fall, yes, winter, yes, spring. And it's just great. I'm inspired by all the seasons. So I kind of sit there and I just think about how the seasons make me feel. And how I want our skincare to make our community feel. And I take it from there. And then we have a scent blending party. Like my manager and I will just sit on the floor of the shop and we'll blend a bunch of scents. And we're like, this is great. Or this smells terrible.
And how long does that process itself take?
So the bar soaps take 4 to 6 weeks. So depending,
oh, wow, okay.
Yeah,
that's quite the process.
It is. It's a process. I mean, they sit for the majority of the time, but depending on the batch size that we're making, we're up to about 300 to 600 bars a batch. So that could take all day. You got to mix the lye with the water, which is very caustic. So you have to be very careful. You could burn your skin off. End up in the hospital. Yeah, it's a whole mask. You have to wear a mask. There has to be air purifiers. So then you got to mix the lye with the water, and you have to have the perfect ratio of oils and butters to the lye water, or you'll create a really caustic, kind of harmful bar of soap. So then you got to pH test it, and then you let it cure for 4 to 6 weeks, and that's the bar soap process.
Holy wow.
Yeah, but then we have many other products as well. We're just pumping them out. I mean, our creams probably take the longest, about 72 hours when it's all said and done. Body butter is a full day of work. The The herbal infusions alone, we like to take our time with our herbal infusions. We like them to be really potent. We put a lot of thought and time into our herbal infusions because a lot of herbs have a lot of skin benefits. Hence herbs and milk. But yeah, so, and then the worst scent that I ever created, I don't know if I've ever created a bad scent.
We love that.
You know what I mean? Actually, wait, there was one.
Oh, there's always one.
There was one. I do
One
remember
rotten
now.
bar of soap.
One horrible, and soap is like very temperamental. It gives me such a hard time.
You tried to make a Dunkin' Donuts smell, didn't you?
Oh my God, that'd be pretty sick.
People would definitely try and eat it.
It was like,
That's a tough one to work with.
I feel
that was tough. That was tough. It came out real ugly. It was real ugly. I tried so hard to save it. It was terrible. I wanted like a nice kitchen bar of soap. No, it was bad. It was horrific.
Hey, at least you tried.
I did try.
Kudos to you.
I did try. But see, the problem with me is I don't do a test batch. I got to go I'm going to make a full batch of 300.
Oh, so you had 300.
So if I mess up, it's a big mess up.
Just donate it to Jim Locker or somewhere in a high school because a bad bar of time is still better than what those kids smell like.
Absolutely. Agreed.
That's one good way to do it.
Now, how do you source these ingredients? Actually, you know what? Before we get to that, I do want to ask because I think that this is more of a curiosity question on my part. Is it safe to say that what you do is the organic, healthier alternative to some of the toxic soap options that are out there?
Totally.
So then why, if I may ask, why is there a process that involves chemicals that make it dangerous to touch your skin?
I love this
if it's supposed to be better for your skin.
Absolutely.
How does that work?
So you can't make soap without lye.
I don't know what that is.
So lye.
And I'm not lying.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Dad question.
Cut that.
Knee slapper. Do not cut that.
Cut that.
You do not.
Timestamp.
That was fantastic. You keep that in.
We got to keep that one.
You keep that in.
So the lye actually, once it's combined with the oils and butters and it goes through its curing process, it ends up turning into a salt. So essentially it evaporates. And there's a process called saponification, and that's when...
Say that 5 times.
I know. I tried not to trip over it.
You nailed it.
I was going to say, you said that so...
it was good?
Had that
all right,
shit.
cool.
You could be lying right now. I wouldn't even know.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so once the soap saponifies, there's no chemical left over.
Gotcha.
It's really just an agent to help cleanse and to make a nice hard bar of soap.
Gotcha.
But
okay.
every real soap has lye.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Noted. Okay, so then let's fast forward to the additional ingredients. How do you get these things in the bar of soap, like these scents? How do you get thyme in there? How do you get citrus, lemon, ginger, all that stuff?
Yeah. So we source our ingredients as far as our oils and butters, because we're making such a large amount of product now. We buy them in bulk from bulk apothecary and places like that are able to deliver a bigger amount of materials, but are also still organic. And I trust them. As far as the scents, so like our lavenders, our sweet citrus, our lemons, those are essential oils. So we do nice essential oil blends. There are some fragrances that we use from a really trusted company that we love to work with and make some blends with. So, yeah.
And do you have, let's say, allergy conscious products?
Totally.
Is that the best way to say
that? Yeah. Okay. So we definitely stick to like all gluten-free. We do a lot of like the gluten-free expos and stuff. Everything is geared towards sensitive skin, again, because the origin of how the company was born was to help heal my son's skin.
Right.
So everything is extremely beneficial and safe for problematic skin. Anybody who's suffering with like eczema or anything, totally safe to use and will actually provide some benefits because of the deep herbal infusions that we use.
And those deep herbal infusions, are they curated on the basis of promoting particular, not just the scents, but some of these together are for muscle fatigue,
Yeah.
skin irritation and all of those.
Yeah.
How do you put those together? Where'd you get all this knowledge
Oh,
from?
you know what I mean? Just very self-taught. And then once the business really started to take off, I did a lot of skincare formulating classes
Awesome. Okay.
and got some certifications in that, and herbalism, and just learning what herbs go good together, what herbs kind of react with each other or work together with each other to do specific things. We love to use marshmallow root. It's very soothing for the skin. Calendula. We use a lot of comfrey.
Calendula. That's a nice
it's
one.
good.
Calendula.
Oh, yeah.
Are you
There's
using
a
calendula on your skin?
Are you using calendula on your skin?
I think so.
'Cause you should
I don't
be.
know. I scan my soap from the app I use.
Okay,
and when
all
it's
right.
more
That's
than
good.
70%, I buy it.
Oh, you got the
Except
app
for-
that like tells you if it's good or bad
Except
for
for
you?
deodorant. Deodorant's the only thing I can't.
Oh, no. We have an incredible deodorant line. I actually brought you one.
Perfect.
Oh,
I'm gonna
wonderful.
try it.
Yeah.
Because when I try to do the native stuff
No.
and like all the stuff
Yeah.
that's
Aluminum
supposed to-
free.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
that's-
aluminum
we have
free, and I'm
aluminum
like,
free.
nope, I need the aluminum. It blocks all the sweat. I need it. I need the
Go ahead.
I think you have
You
to
gotta-
like purge it because I've been using aluminum free for a long time now. And I tell you, once I got over that hump, which luckily for me was during COVID, so no one had to suffer.
No.
I feel like it's better.
fair.
I
No,
just,
that's a
I
good
do
point.
think
It's a
that-
valid point.
I will argue that you do kind of have to
Yeah.
apply it twice, maybe.
No,
It's
not ours.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, not with yours.
No.
Yeah, not hers.
You know what?
No,
Let's
no.
get into.
Put
Let's
it
get our
in.
hands
Put it
into
on.
this
I
bag.
was gonna say, do
Go
you
ahead.
have anything that'll regrow hair?
No, but
That's
I have
my
something
big
that'll
one.
shine it.
Oh, there we go.
I
Make
need
that.
that.
We can
on
shine that
subscription.
We want
head.
to see this from space.
I
We want
need
to
a
see that cue ball
subscription from that.
from as far away as we
will.
can. Oh, okay.
Because this is from 3-in-1 Head and Shoulders. My
Yeah,
whole
we're
life.
gonna rub some Santo Vivo body oil on that head.
All right, here we got our first one from Herbs and Mylk. Amber Tonka, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
And
Oud.
is that oud?
Oh, it's oud.
Yeah, you said oat.
I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah. And oud.
Oud.
Botanical Cleansing Bar. Handcrafted in Rhode Island.
Look at that. And I'm so sad our new packaging didn't come in on time, but
So this is organic shea butter, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, olive oil, distilled water, lye, which we now know what it does,
Lye.
organic activated charcoal, powder,
yeah.
fragrances, and an
you
oil
know,
blend.
It's gonna like take out the toxins.
All natural.
So this one, a cleansing bar.
Yeah.
What is this used for? Obviously cleansing.
body.
But body?
Your body.
Okay.
I'm gonna cleanse your body.
All right,
with
so this
it.
is like a soap bar.
Pass
Beautiful.
that over.
Yes.
We gotta
soap bar. Smell it. It's so good. I love that one.
Ooh,
It's lovely.
that's nice.
Mm.
Kind of musky.
It is kind of musky.
Guys, I have to tell you a funny story. So she had messaged me and she was like, okay, do you think you're like a sweet or a musky or what was the other ones?
Clean.
A clean. And I was like, honestly, I want to
Fruity.
smell clean, but I also want to be musky. But sometimes I'm feeling crazy and like, I want people to smell me and be like, wow, he's so
Oh,
sweet.
what do you-
So I was like, honestly, I'm no help here.
Why are you lying?
You have you have a whole array. I just brought you
No,
everything.
I love this. We're gonna
All
go through.
Is that the
yeah,
head shine?
Yeah, but
Ooh,
you
the,
gotta
the face and eye balm.
you gotta do the whole face line in order.
Okay, in order.
right, put that-
Just so you guys know, please say it for me one more time. In what?
In order.
In order. Okay. For those who don't know, Rhode Island and Boston accent are very different because Rhode Island, it's just very random words that for
Yeah,
some
I don't
reason
know.
just
I don't
has
think
a,
we care too much to
no,
speak.
we don't care. We don't care that much.
We don't care that much.
All right, so I got a face and eye balm, but this isn't in order.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's not. Yeah, it's not in order.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that down. Let's get some more of these bars going here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Rosemary, eucalyptus, sweet orange.
Yeah, and you see the beautiful color.
Oh,
It gets its color from ocean blue clay and like rhubarb and hibiscus powder.
how wonderful!
It's lovely.
If you guys are in the car, the best way to say is it's like a beautiful ocean blue.
Yeah.
And right here on the top, what are these? This is the orange peels or something?
yeah, little orange peels, rose petals.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
It smells fantastic.
Yeah, there's the fresh bar. I brought you the musky bar.
The
There's
fresh bar. Here's the fresh bar.
BAHHHH.
There's another
That's how you
musky
spell
one.
Ooh, Caribbean teakwood. This one has got like a nice swirl blue with like a tan yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's Rasul clay and ocean blue clay.
Wow. Rasul, coconut oil, shea butter, sweet almond. And this is another bar. I'm going to smell.
You're gonna wash up so much.
Listen, I would never condone anyone catching a sniff of me if you ever see me in public, but just know that I'm going to be starting to smell like herbs and milk.
Herbs and milk.
Give it a
His
give it a
wife
whiff.
thanks you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some stuff in there for her too.
Wonderful. Can I read this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Santo Vivo.
Santo Vivo.
Santo Vivo. I told you, literacy is not my...
So that actually translates to living saint, but the message behind it is a sacred living.
Oh my God, look at how...
So that line is supposed to be like...
Scoop it, lather it, rinse it.
Yes.
Looks like ice cream.
Yeah,
I just want it.
Those are our whipped soaps, and they can also be used as a shave cream.
Wow.
Let's go.
That's nice. You need that for shaving that noggin.
Will this help?
No matter how much hair we remove, it never gets smarter.
I know it.
Well, you're gonna need a body butter or a body oil for that. We're gonna shine that.
He is a body butter. Let me tell you. Look at this. My own little case for like soap. This is adorbs.
Get a little drain in it. All right, the face bar.
All right, the famous, infamous face bar. Let's get into this conversation.
Okay.
I started using beef tallow, which also has honey and beeswax in it.
Nice.
I can tell by your face.
I will not speak.
I know that some people are against it. Since I have switched for about a year and a half, almost 2 years, I have noticed a huge difference in the oil in my skin. I had very, very oily skin, and no matter how much I applied, I still constantly felt dry, even though it was oily.
Yeah.
So the beef tallow for me, I've personally enjoyed it.
Beautiful.
I use it just on my face, and I stopped using lotions on my arms and my legs, everywhere else. I went through like a withdrawal period where my skin was like very dry and fighting it, but now I feel like my body naturally produces enough to get rid of like that itchy, dry skin, unless I get like a sunburn.
It's a terrible feeling.
The individual that I was getting my advice from on why I should be using beef tallow also said that I shouldn't be rinsing my face. Obviously, because I've done some acting stuff, sometimes I have makeup on, so I do wash my face, but just not on a regular basis. I just rinse with hot water. And again,
that's terrifying.
I feel like I've had a reduction in the wrinkles in my face. Okay. And I feel like I've also, don't start. And you have wrinkles too, you son of a bitch. You just have glasses and a hat to hide it.
No, I have a very smooth operation going on over
That's
here.
your head. That doesn't count. My head would, okay, you know what? I'm not getting into this with you. Anyways, I've personally had a good experience.
I'm so happy for you.
I have felt like I don't love the thought of not rinsing my face pretty regularly. Just to get the gunk and the junk off and, you know. So the face bar.
You gotta wash your face.
Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
What is this made of? Why is it specifically for the face? And, oh, that smells delicious.
It is delicious.
Yeah, just tell me about it.
Yeah, okay. So next to our vagina bar.
Yes, he needs that one.
That is our bestseller. That comes next in line.
Okay.
The face bar. It has kojic acid, which is great for breaking up any dark spots, also any bacteria that may be sitting on your face. Organic turmeric, help brighten, right? Organic marshmallow root. Local raw honey. So lots of humectants. And what that means, it's going to draw moisture in from the outside and lock it in. And a lot of essential oils that have skin benefits as well. There's some frankincense. Lovely stuff. Orange peel powder. So you're going to get a slight exfoliation.
Now, is there any risk of essential oils being something that someone could potentially break out from or
if
maybe
you have
be
an
irritated by
allergy,
or have like an allergy to?
Yeah, if you have an allergy to an essential oil, just like if you have a food allergy or something that you don't know about, you could, absolutely.
Well, this is absolutely wonderful.
It's a sweet case too.
They smell fantastic.
Yeah, my friend just made a bunch of those cases for me.
Those are so cool.
I know.
And I love that it's specifically for that. Okay.
Right?
We have
all right, but you got to wait now because you started the face line.
Okay, this is the face line.
All right, so you're gonna wash.
Deodorant.
You're gonna wash.
Wash.
Pat dry.
Pat dry. Okay.
Then you're gonna take the coffee, vanilla bean, and turmeric. No,
this is the perfume.
Yep. Ian face balm.
Ian face balm. Okay.
Open that bad boy up. It's beautiful.
Face balm.
Yeah.
Get it? I-A-N.
Well, you stop that right now. That is lovely.
Yeah, that gets its beautiful color from organic turmeric. And we also infuse local coffee grounds from Lighthouse Coffee Roasters in North Kingstown.
There's a coffee.
Yeah. So lots of antioxidants, brightening, again, really hydrating, lots of humectants infused into them. So you're going to get a nice glow.
Yes.
Mhm. I
We
was
gonna
love
say,
a good glow moment.
Love a good glow.
Well, I did say the glam earlier.
You know,
on the intro
we
when we
do.
introduced you, but since the second you walked in, I was like, "Where did that sunshine come from?"
You know what I mean? It's the herbs and milk. Morning and night, that face line.
I love it. Okay, so we've got
All right, so I brought you two because I'm like, are you herbal? Are you fruity? But also,
Yes.
your wife may like the watermelon one.
I
So,
like watermelon.
okay, see, so you might like
I'm
it.
not going to tell her that I got this care package. This is all for me.
You got to open those up.
Oh, okay.
So,
Talk about the deodorant with him while I open these up.
Herbs and
Yes,
milk.
so the
Coastal
deodorant-
Escape.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's infused with organic arrowroot powder, calendula, again, so you're not going to get any irritation because of the herbal infusion. Organic beeswax. Yeah.
So what was the whole thing? And please, I'm asking from a completely naive standpoint. I can only assume why there was that big phase of like, oh, aluminum is in everything. But like, why was that such a bad thing?
I think there were a lot of ingredients in store-bought deodorants that were being linked to breast cancer.
Oh,
wow.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We
Seriously.
don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was more like not the aluminum itself. It was more like what it was doing to other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I was saying, I use an app that sometimes I scan barcodes on and it'll tell me, and it's really quite good where it'll say like, hey, here's why this is rated poorly. And it's
Yeah.
quite intuitive, the whole app itself.
Yeah.
But
I love those apps.
yeah,
They're
it's very
great.
cool.
I feel like those apps would stress me out. But I'm also very
you just
neurotic
do
and like I would
everything.
scan
Yeah.
everything.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just
Hell
like,
yeah.
at some point I just have to live and just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
because I've known, it's like you never know when
That's-
I
when
know.
things are going to happen. They're going to happen, even when you're like perfect at everything. You know what
You
I mean?
can only try so hard.
Well, the good thing is they give you, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's
Podcast,
okay.
not this app.
So I've got these wonderful. I have a face cream.
Mm-hmm.
I have a face and lip serum and a face serum. So I've got Botanical Blue. Oh wait,
Botanica blue.
Botanica Blue,
Mhm.
Watermelon, Cucumber, and Calendula. Calendula. There we go. Well, like I said,
There you go.
Thank God
this
you
is
danced.
you guys do not follow me
It is
for
a-
my spelling or my
Today's
enunciation
a
abilities.
learning. This is class.
Yes, it is. Every day is learning for me. It's my first time on Earth. Herbal Rose Hip face serum. Okay, so let's talk about these.
Sure.
When to use them, why we use them, and what their benefits are.
Yeah. You're going to use one of the face serums, not both of them, after the vanilla bean eye and face balm.
Okay.
So you're going to cleanse, you're going to use your coffee vanilla bean turmeric eye and face balm, and then you're going to layer on one of the serums. So our watermelon cucumber calendula, that is our seasonal face serum. So we bring that out in the summer. There's lots of soothing ingredients in the watermelon face serum, like organic cucumber seed oil, green tea, squalene. Those are going to really help for when you're out in the sun a lot. So that's a beautiful morning and night serum. And it helps if you put it on your lips too, because believe it or not, like our lips get burnt and then they get irritated.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that helps cool.
I have had that happen
Oh,
before.
it's awful. Then throughout the rest of the year, you can use the Herbal Rose Hip Face Serum. Really, you can use it year round, but everybody goes crazy when our watermelon one comes out.
Yeah.
That's a great seasonal one. The Herbal Rose Hip Face Serum is infused with a ton of antioxidants from organic rose hips. It has a lot of skin benefits because there's organic frankincense in it, so it's great for any sensitive, irritated skin. And then the Botanica Blue face cream is what you're going to end your ritual with. So that's infused with organic blue tansy, green tea, aloe, chamomile. Beautiful.
And locks in everything.
And it smells like lemongrass, which is really nice.
Beautiful.
I'm a big fan of lemongrass.
Yeah.
This is
That's
fantastic.
such a cool little goodie bag you got.
We're not done.
No.
We are not
Oh,
done.
there's more?
There is more.
Oh my God.
Right here.
Please say that's body
Santo
wash.
Vivo
It's a body cream.
body cream. There's only one way for me to test this, and that's with you, Ruj.
You got to open it.
My head or my, what do you want?
What do you want to do?
Oh, put it on your head.
You tell me. It's your podcast.
Am I doing this right? Hopefully.
I hope so. Let me see. Maybe.
We will be back after this commercial break. Hey, so New England listeners, we're going to take a brief break to let you know about something amazing going on right here in the local Providence, Rhode Island community. The Family Fun Fest is back and better than ever. Attorney Rob Levine, your heavy hitter, I know you know who he is. He's going to be giving away over 1,000, that's right, 1,000 free backpacks packed with school supplies to kids and families who need them most. So come join us August 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the India Point Park, and please bring your family because it's going to be a great time, and even better, it's free. Come enjoy live music, food trucks, a petting zoo, and more. So don't miss Rob Levine's Family Fun Fest event where your heavy hitter steps up to bat for the community. Perfect.
You want me to rub your head?
I mean, I guess.
All right. For those who are in your car or listening, right now, RJ and I are incredibly close to one another, and I'm going to take the Santo Vivo Botanical Body Cream, and I'm going to place it on this luscious lock of a head of his, and in the process, you're going to give us a full breakdown of what this body cream is and its benefits.
Okay.
Don't smack it.
All right, so here we have our signature scent, Santo Vivo,
It's
and the
cool.
Botanical Body Cream. So our Botanical Body Creams are infused with comfrey, chickweed,
I feel my
calendula,
mood's changing as
marshmallow
we speak.
root, yes, squalene, jojoba, avocado.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't it beautiful?
That's very nice.
Yes.
Can I have that one? You don't need it.
You have it. You have it.
I want to.
There's two goodie bags.
Yeah.
I know, but I want that one too.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the scent is Palo Santo, lavender, saffron, some cedar wood, sweet orange. It
my
is.
favorites.
It's so nice.
That's our signature scent.
I'm going to
Amazing.
finish
Yep.
the podcast without my hat on.
Look at
I'm
you,
proud of
glowing.
my bald head today.
You're shining.
This is so nice. Thank you very much for bringing all of this
Oh my God,
stuff.
of course.
Now I feel like I have items everywhere. Bring me back those soap bars.
They're right
Yeah.
there.
And then the perfume, that's the
Oh,
Golden
yes.
Veil.
The Golden Veil perfume.
Yeah.
What don't you have? You've got a little bit of everything
Got
going on here.
everything. I've got everything.
I've never
I
wanted
love
to
that.
lather up so bad in my life.
I know, it's lovely.
So
Move over, Jergens.
I think it's quite comical, right? Because if you think about let's just call a spade here. If you think about the history of the world and our country, in a sense that at one point, let's reference the Salem witch trials here, we used to get like upset about people
yeah.
who were using the herbs of the earth to create these magnificent things, and now it's almost like a trend
Yeah.
to go back to being earthy.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Would you consider like almost like when people talk about like Western medicine, is that kind of
Natural healing.
the
Yeah,
concept?
I'm a big fan
like
of both.
you know how what is it? There's like so many different things coming out nowadays, like dry needling, chiropractic care, that aren't necessarily. I mean, some insurances, without getting into like the depths of all that nonsense, where it's like, oh well, that's not real, but it's like,
Yeah.
but it's
Oh,
beneficial,
totally.
and it's actually doing good by people when done right.
Yes.
So
agreed.
like with this kind of all natural herbal concept, do you feel like it's kind of in that same path where like, hey, it might be this or it might be that, but at least it's fucking good for you.
Right,
And you're
right.
not putting aluminum all over your body.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Anything that we put on our skin goes into our body. It's one of our biggest organs, right? So if we're putting chemicals on our skin, we're not going to have great things happen, So I totally believe in a holistic approach when it comes to your skincare routine. And then the food that you put in your body, acupuncture, chiropractic work, definitely.
Oh yeah.
And the store itself, do you teach people how to make this yourself? Do you
Yeah.
host classes?
Yeah. Yeah, we do a lot of events. We even do like bridal showers, baby showers, birthday parties are a big hit, girls' nights, and I teach them how to make soaps, scrubs, whipped soaps, perfumes. It's fun.
That is so
We
exciting. It's
eat,
really
we hang
fun.
out, we have a blast, and it's a
That's
really
so
nice
great.
opportunity for people to have like an interactive experience with each other. It's fun.
Love that.
And you also do pop-up events, right? So
Yeah.
you also will find yourself at local farmers markets. I
Yeah.
saw that you were at Goddard Park recently
Yeah.
for the Friday,
Farmers Market. Yeah, we do Garden City, Goddard Park, Fisherman's Memorial, Tilted Barn. In the winter, we do Farm Fresh. So we're busy with markets. And then the shop is open and we got online. So we're at them.
Any other products that weren't here with our little goodie packages and stuff that you offer in the store that people should know about?
Our body butters are coming back with fall. Those are exceptional. Just our perfumes. I think I brought you like everything.
Yes. Well, it's all wonderful stuff.
For no reason whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
The
Here we go.
shiny head thing. What is that called for people who may be wondering? Because I obviously clearly don't need it.
No. The shiny head thing. I mean...
What's it called? That's what
the product.
So when I come to...
The Botanical body cream. Yes.
But,
You say it with...
the Botanical body cream.
The Botanical body cream.
Yeah, there you go.
That's too matter. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just for curiosity purposes, of course.
Yeah. No, it's so good. It's good. It's shining. You're glowing.
Now, I would love to kind of touch a base on the marketing strategy that you have for your branding and your business, because as a content creator, this is also a podcast. Social media is a huge powerhouse. Yeah. How have you utilized social media as a business owner? So maybe we can motivate some other people and the strategies that you've done.
Totally. Consistency, authenticity, storytelling behind the brand. People love behind the scenes, how to make the product, what's in the product. Definitely, we definitely have a different approach than most when it comes to our marketing. I mean, we have a fantastic marketing team. Josh, Adam, Maddie does like the really fun like lifestyle videos and kind of how-to and the benefits of the products and whatnot. And then Josh totally crushes like our very editorial, like luxurious type feel for photography. And I think there's a need for both in the industry that I'm in. But for anybody creating content, I think authenticity, just being yourself, telling your story, what you're passionate about, connecting with your community. Community is huge. And building a beautiful community. Yeah. With like-minded people.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, where you are currently with the business and the story that has led you here, where do you see this going? Are you going to continue to expand the brand and try new things? Maybe if the demand gets there, you're going to go bigger, or are you happy with what you got right now and just kind of keeping it that cute corner store right there in North Kingstown?
No, we're going big.
Yes.
We're going big. We have a few massive things lined up. We actually just hired our first team of chemists, and we have a secured lab right in Swansea. So we are working alongside a team of chemists in this massive manufacturing facility where they lab test everything. They test the stability, the life, shelf life of the product, new packaging. So like the creams that you see, you're gonna be able to like press them down and they're gonna come out like a ribbon and you scoop it. So
interesting. Okay.
We have that's a really big step for us to take some of the production off our hands, just because it's getting really hard to keep up with fulfilling the product, the product demand. So having that team is really huge for us. And with them being a team of chemists as well, it just opens the door for so many more different avenues for us. So it's really exciting. And they just have massive machinery where we can just make the amount of product that we need to make. So we go in, we work alongside of them. Obviously, it's our formula. And we just do it in a really like big girl facility. It's like crazy.
That's exciting.
It's very exciting. And my goal is to have 5 locations throughout New England.
Oh, okay. Throughout New England, not just Rhode Island.
Yeah. I have an idea for another kind of like flagship in Rhode Island.
Okay.
I was going to say, make it 6, 1 in each state.
I know.
Well, 5 more, of course.
We could. 1 in each state.
That'd be nice.
I know.
Be quite
that
the
would
footprint.
be nice. Totally. So that's a goal. By next month.
It's a very good goal to have.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What does it mean for you as a Rhode Island resident, growing up here and having the footprint that you have had to own a business here?
It's really special because I've gone through so many seasons of my life in Rhode Island. There were so many different versions of myself that were born and raised and then born again and raised. And Rhode Island is so special to me. And I have such a beautiful community here, family here. I've still got like the same best friends as I did in preschool.
How great is that? Me too.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh,
Grab my hand.
Guys, I love this. It means a lot to be able to do what I do from our community too, for Rhode Island, for families in Rhode Island who need, whether it be financial support during any treatment that they're going through. I was just able to raise thousands of dollars for 2 local moms battling breast cancer here in Rhode Island, one of them being my best friend, which has been quite the roller coaster. But yeah, just being able to help the people that I love in the community and the state that I love so much with doing what I do, it means a lot to me.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you firsthand that we love your story.
Thank you.
Not the suffering part,
Thank you.
but the wonderful butterfly that has come out of being a caterpillar into what your business is now.
Thank
You've
you.
done a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
These products are incredible. They look, smell, feel great. I think it's wonderful from a personal perspective because I am very much interested in this industry as a whole. I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
And, we wish you the very best with all the continued success with your business.
That means
We
the
hope
world
to see
me.
all 6 states
Yeah.
with their
By
own
next
Herbs and
month,
Mylk
yeah.
location. We can't wait to see what the Chemists and you come up with.
Yeah.
Where can everybody find you online?
Herbs and Mylk on Instagram, Mylk with a Y. And then herbsandmylk.com. You can come into the shop, North Kingstown, Tuesday to Sunday, 11 to 5. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No,
Thank you guys so much.
for-
I'm
this is great.
so honored and grateful and feel so blessed to be here with you guys.
Hey,
Truly.
quite literally,
You're a 4-time award winner, not us, pal. So you came and blessed us.
I mean,
Thank
your
you.
your
No,
story
no,
and
thank
everything
you.
that you continue to work through in your life is profound. We are literally just 3 schmucks making podcasts.
No.
so-
Are you kidding me? It's guys like you who help us. We all help each other.
Well, that's the goal.
Are you
That's the
kidding?
goal with the
We
business
aim to-
spotlight.
No,
So
I
hopefully
couldn't be more grateful.
this was definitely a little bit unorthodox for our typical,
No, but
trying
it's
stuff
great.
out. And I
Hell
love
yeah.
that we mixed it up and did something fun, new and exciting. And hopefully our listeners and watchers also felt the same way.
Thank
And
you.
hopefully they'll come and check out some of the products you have. Do you sell online actually?
Yeah, we have a website.
Okay, great.
It's herbsandmylk.com.
Great. And you
Yeah.
do delivery all over the
Totally.
U.S.?
Yep. International. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we have a wholesale account in Italy, which is real cool.
Oh, dang.
Very
okay.
random. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. I saw
I mean,
it came
do you
through.
do you think it's that random?
Yeah.
Rhode Island to Italy? You think that's
Yeah,
a random
I know a guy.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly. You know a guy.
I mean,
true.
it's basically
That's true.
Italy over here. Now,
You're
if you
blushing
said
and you know.
Sweden,
I
I'd be
know.
like, okay,
That's
good for you. But,
Maybe we'll pop up in Italy.
that's the goal.
We'll see. I'm so grateful for you guys.
No,
Truly.
thank you very much for your time tonight. We appreciate
thank
it.
you.
This has been great.
It has been.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude episode 9 of the So New England podcast, Business Spotlight. Please try and remember, folks, life's better in New England.
Red Sox crack and the Celtics fly. Patriots fight and the Bruins grind. From 6 great states, we raise this sound. New